There he is. 𝓣𝓱 and everyone here at Coronis owe you big time, Peyton. You sure know how to make an entrance.
Coronis Actual, you copy? It's serious.
Talk to me, Jay.
Observation Pod 5 disappeared into the ravine out of umbilical range. We're trying to get a visual from camera 8, but the lens is frozen over. I'm rounding up a rescue team, but they need to know where to set up the harnesses.
I'll have Peyton head down ahead of them and make contact. Keep me updated. Out. Peyton, that drink will have to wait. Here, this is a standard issue 𝓤-𝓮-𝓡𝓪𝓭 grappling hook. You'll need it to descend the ravine. Don't waste a minute. I want them back alive.
Are you jogging laps? Is that it?
Okay, slight problem. Looks like the blast doors got frozen over solid. You'll need to manually force open the hydraulic door pistons with your claw arm. The pistons are on either side of the wall there. Great, now the other one. It's on the opposite wall. That should do it. Opening blast doors now. Be careful out there.
I'm here, fellas. You got pretty lucky. Landed on a solid outcropping. Seems stable enough. Anybody hurt?
Our life support's offline, and we could really use some air. Can you take a look at the exhaust on the TCS exchanger? It must have gotten crushed in the fall.
Yeah, I see it. Purge tubes are all tangled up. Give me a sec. I'll see what I can do.
Yeah! I can hear the life support kicking in now! Thanks, Jim! You're a lifesaver!
Alright, you fellas sit tight. The rescue teams will be down here in a jiff.
Thanks, new guy! I already like you better than 𝓣𝓭.
Survival tip number 1. Know your storms. There are 5 classes of storms based on unique characteristics. In ascending order of severity, they are Chancellor, Cardinal, Bishop, Monarch, and Emperor. Details can be found on page 185 of your NEVEC Operations Manual. Memorize and know the difference. Stay safe. Stay educated.
Down to the nitty-gritty. We surveyed a new thermal pocket nearby at Hanneman's Basin, and we'll need you to plant a T-post to drain the pocket. This is probably your most important duty, keeping the base supplied with T-energy. Uploading the coordinates to you now.
Hiya, Gracie. Got your message loud and clear. And the tunes. Great thought. Thanks. I'm here in one piece. Might be overstating it, but we made it. I'm safe. Just getting oriented. Yeah, there's nothing awkward about this at all. Guess we're gonna have to get used to it. Keep sending, okay? Remind me why I'm out here doing this? I miss you.
𝓣𝓱𝓮 here. Jim, your remittance transfers have been set up as requested. 15% of your contract payments will be paid out to you in the form of 𝓣 since that has become the normal currency around the base. The rest of your earnings will be credited to the account on Earth you provided. 𝓣𝓱𝓮 out.
Looks like we've got another sudden Emperor-class storm heading in from blind sector north-northeast. You've got 2 minutes to secure storm shutters and hightail it down to the hangar. Let's move.
It's your job to keep Coronas fueled by finding these thermal pockets on your own, planting T-posts, and maintaining them when they're full. Harvest them regularly and you'll be raking in the credits in no time.
Got it, boss? I think this work is just my speed.
And so it went for weeks and months, until the extraordinary became commonplace. Sometimes being the one to get the call meant you ended up in some damn strange situations.
What's wrong?
Plenty.
Harmonizers aren't a set of juice. The one time I want an acre to attack.
What was I?
Something about getting the call.
Yeah, right. Well, now you know how hard it is to communicate off-world. In those days, Nivek had a workaround. An antenna relay on the
Highest peak in the area, so we can call home to Mama with minimal storm interference. It's our lifeline. 2 hours ago, we went offline, and we don't know why. We're effectively cut off from sending and receiving any off-world communications. Some acrid probably got his claws into it.
So once again you expect me to march out there and fight a horde of monsters in a rig without weapons, huh? Do you know how much of my income I waste on repairs? I want guns on my rig, a simple chain gun.
My hands are tied. Nevik regulations.
Yes, don't weaponize the construction vehicles, but I mean in this case...
Nothing. I'm not going to jeopardize my operation because of your nerve deficit. It's called hazard pay for a reason.
Oh, please.
Hey, boss. Just noticed ComSat's offline.
Yeah.
Mind if I hustle down to the relay station? Give her a gander?
I was just talking to Mr. 𝓣𝓭 about that very thing. Apparently he's got some concerns about making nice with the wildlife.
Well, no, I don't want to just snake a man's contract.
No. Take it. Get yourself killed.
Not for at least double, I mean.
Done.
What?
Be back by supper time.
Quartermaster Bowers would like to inform the crew that new stock from the latest supply drop is now available.
Mr. Payton, this is Dr. Kovac. Can you read me?
Loud and clear, Doc. Kinda told you can call me Jim.
As you like, Mr. Jim. I was hoping you could pay me a visit in my lab, as your circumstances and logistics allow. Oh, and I believe I'm to mention that remuneration is involved.
So you have a job for me?
I believe I made that abundantly clear.
Oh, abundantly. I'll drop by soon, Doc.
Guys, we have a scheduled dismantling of the Corona ship aft engine panel for hoisting up to Delta Station for expansion later this week. So watch for falling eyes along glide paths 12 and 6.
Jimmy, your science team cooked up a de-icing spray so your rig doesn't freeze with every bad storm.
Management, station. Please manage, Annex B.
Alrighty, commencing anti-icing procedures. The spray ensures your rig won't freeze in place the second you step outside. But its protection is limited to storms rated below Cosmo class. Copy? Anything beyond that? No guarantees.
McIntyre to the command center.
Hey, baby. Quick message, and, not to worry you, but apparently I am slipping quietly out of my mind. Today, I spent the better part of 20 minutes looking for a hat that I was wearing. This week, I found my keys in the door, on the outside, of course, my slippers in the shower, and my toothbrush in the refrigerator. Because you know how important dental hygiene is to produce. Seriously, what is happening? Unless the little man is telekinetic and evil, moving objects around with his mind just in order to drive me crazy, then your wife has become mentally unbalanced. So, that's good news, right? Yeah. I got things totally under control. I don't know. Kisses. Hey, baby. Quick message, and, not to worry you, but apparently I am slipping quietly out of my mind. Today I spent the...
Jim, one more thing. There's a pump jack near the fueling depot that's frozen clean over. It's on your way to Jacqueline's Peak, roughly. If you make good time getting there, stop by and clear it off with your rig. In fact, you can consider that a standing contract. Anytime you see a frozen pump jack, just clear it off and invoice me later.
Sorry to bother you while you're at work, but it wouldn't kill you to take the trash out every once in a while? That was terrible. Hey, darling. I can't believe it's been 6 months already. You'd think it would feel normal by now, but it doesn't. Especially not for Hank. He never falls asleep the way he did when you tuck him in. Turns out you have the magic touch. Speak of the devil. I gotta go, babe.
Hey, beautiful. Just sitting out another storm here. You know, but out of nowhere while I was working the South Valley. Barely got to my rig in time. I don't want to overstate the obvious here, but it is frightfully cold out here. Not just winter in Michigan cold. I took a deep breath this morning and the hair in my nostrils froze in place. No joke. Yeah, at least the air's clean, I'll give it that. I'd love to say I'm getting used to it, that the cold is growing on me. But it ain't. Since I came here on that ship, I haven't stopped thinking about you, Grace. Not for 1 minute. The bravery to let me go, raise our boy for a year or two, or who knows. You are a very special lady. If I could stay as strong as you, I might just make it through this. I mean, it is rightly cold out here. Love you, babe.
Guts of the relay, you need to get to the top of the mountain. There's a heavy cargo tram system set up. Don't worry, it's plenty sturdy enough for your rig. You'll just need to use your claw to transfer the tram into place.
Warning. Docking procedure in progress.
Yeah, Jim Salvietti here. Listen, our remote feeds are confirming trouble with the tram system. It'll take a full reboot at the top of the summit to get it working, and you'll have to manually boot up each substation along the way. Pain in the ass, I know.
This is gonna be one of those days.
Heavy cargo successfully docked. System malfunction.
Jim, our feeds are showing one of the stations is back online. You'll need to reboot the rest of them along the way to get your rig up to the dish. There's a cave nearby that ought to lead to the first substation. Good luck.